spring, yes. Then I smile, sun is shining. But now is winter coming, it's very depressing.
When Johanna and me came to Estonia 2 months ago, many people would warn us about the tough winter. They told us that normal winter coats would not help us much in minus 20 degrees, and that we would be forced to spend most of our time at home. But what actually happens to the people that don't have any home in the first place? In this documentary, we want to explore what happens to the homeless during the Estonian winter, who are they, and who is helping them. The St. Paul's Church in Tartu is the center of one of the biggest communities of the city and open to everyone, also the homeless. Here they can find help, food, and a community. We spoke to Pastor Christian to get a better insight into the community and wanted to find out how the homeless are part of it.
Since 2002, we have one soup kitchen here in St. Paul Church, and all people who don't have income should not be hungry, and we give food and we give also clothes. Mostly they are alcoholics.
Okay.
They are very different people with high education, with good experiences in work area. Alcohol ask not who you are. Everybody can be in this situation. Lubja Street 7, they can sleep and stay during a cold time.
Approximately 15 people live in the shelter during summer and 40 during the winter time. And the social workers preferred not to be shown on camera, but showed us how life in the homeless shelter works and who the people are that are living here. It was a surreal place and did not seem like an easy place to live, but also like a community.
It's all men, no, not all men, there is another men bedroom.
What's the usual age of the men or the people that come here?
Ikka over 40, like keskmine vanus.
The 40s, like some younger, but 40 and above.
Young.
Some TV, some books.
They are almost family because
They don't have anyone, right?
they
Yeah.
don't have common people, friends like us.
And how do people get into that kind of situation usually?
Alcoholism.
Alcoholism,
Mainly alcoholism, some mental illness.
mental illness,
They cannot keep the
laziness.
job.
When my mother died, my sister sold this apartment. Then I meet a girl. She like my age. I know this girl such a long time ago. We live like 4.5 years together. Then she dies. She was ill, and I was no place to go. No place to go. Then I come here 1.5 years ago. I lost my friends. I was couple friends. One died. He was very young. It was a car accident. He was 20 or like so, 22, 23. And second friend, he gets like troubles. He gets in prison 1 time, 2nd time, 3rd time, 4th times. He was in prison. So we communicate, but not like old days. So I don't have friendship. Is something bigger. We called what you are my friend, but it's only a bubble. Friend means it's bigger than So I have. Do I communicate with my family? No. I have a sister, but she doesn't like me very much. She have a daughter and a son. We love each other, but we don't communicate. It's a better way. They live their lives. I don't bother them like. This drinking problem I have makes me crazy and nuts. So I lost my job, I lost my place to live.
Alcoholic, it's hard to solve alcohol addiction. It's very, very, very hard. And I don't have that skill.
Yeah.
They have to want to do it themselves.
Yeah.
You can't force them. I
Yeah.
tried, to
They
do
love
good
to
thing.
be here.
They
Yeah.
love to drink and they love
It's free house, free
Mm.
home. They get 400 euros every month.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
social help.
okay. Plus the house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the free
yes.
housing, yeah.
Half the money goes to alcohol, half to the food if they buy it.
No.
So every person who want to sleep here in the shelter needs to have the TB test done, like a X-ray from the lungs.
You can really smell it.
Yes, it's not the place where I want to live.
So people who are over 0.4, they have to come here.
The police sometimes brings
Oh.
people from town.
Based on our experience in the shelter, we got curious and wanted to find out how the police actually sees the situation. Lucky for us, Officer Katri Kronberg was able to give us some insights.
In Tartu, altogether, we don't know exactly how many homeless people are there, because some of them, they don't want to be on picture, so to say, not at all. So maybe the ambulance knows about them, but we don't. So the police deals mostly with about 10 people for a year. Some of them come and go, some of them stay for longer times.
Yeah.
Some of these people, they don't want to follow the rules that are, for example, in social houses or in shelters. They just don't like them, and they choose to live on the streets.
Okay. And how do those people, when it comes to the cold temperatures in winter, like minus 15, minus 20 degrees sometimes, how do those people cope with those temperatures if they don't want to go in the shelters?
Usually they hide somewhere. When it's not too cold, then they hide in some old houses or in basements, or in sometimes people discover them in their gardens where they get their fruits or something. They go and do it. And when it's really cold outside, they often go to the house, abandoned houses, and they might make a little fire for themselves to keep themselves warm.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can have fatal consequences, but there are not too many cases, but sometimes it has happened that they've fallen asleep or something and the process burned.
Okay. So would you say that most of the homeless that are actually on the streets, they still survive the winter?
Most of them, yes.
Those cases like of homeless people in general, is it usually increasing or decreasing?
It has stayed about the same last 7 to 10 years.
One of the biggest insights for us is that everyone can get into this situation. They are not criminals, they're not crazy. Most of them are people like you and me, which simply got the worst in life. For many homeless, alcohol addiction is a big part of their life, which is slowly draining them more and more into this situation. And once you're in it, it is nearly impossible to get back to a normal life.
Mostly older people live here. Not I never saw like 20 years old people come. If you can do something very good, you don't come here. You find another way, like maybe your sister helps you out, your friends. Most people who live here, they don't communicate with their families. They don't, he's 16, his mother is dead, father is dead, they don't have money, so children, they want money, of course. And if you say your father lives in like this social place, it's not popular very much. People get old and they get this kind of social money. You wake up, you watch a television, then you, maybe somebody studies, I don't know. And you wait, one day you doesn't wake up. If you're 16, I think, they think this way. You're just waiting your time. I go to church, I'm not praying, I'm listening what they talking. It's not a bullshit actually, but it's good. It's healing our souls.
In one hand, it's not very difficult because to make soup is quite easy.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's difficult to be so nice to these people who can't be nice to others. No,
Just-
they don't have job. And they don't want job. And if they have already 5 years without job, they can't do job. Think about what I should do to get to jail for winter.
Wow.
I can't do too much, then I must be too long time. And the worst is to get in winter in jail in summer.
This person to like get out of that situation again, to actually be functioning in society again.
To accept help.
Yeah. So it's a lot has to come from themselves. Yeah. Is there a lot of criminality involved? Are there a lot of crimes?
No, there's not. Petty crimes. They steal sometimes some alcohol from somewhere, or smokes, or very small things.
Yeah.
If there would be a big crime involved, they would be in prison.
Yeah, that's what we heard as well from the social workers, that some people, in order to like survive the winter, they just commit a crime that is big enough to get them in jail for half a year. And that's actually happening.
They steal to survive.
Yeah.
Required.
But usually nobody gets hurt.
Yes. These kind of people, they are not bad people. They just haven't made their rough decision to stay in the streets, survive like this, or sometimes they also bad way.
They have many problems. They have to try very, very hard. Some people, if they have 3 children, if they buy this apartment for themselves, they think every day if they lose their jobs, what they have to do, make a suicide or something. Not everybody, but I think many people. I don't have so many problems. I think health is okay, no AIDS. This is a good thing. This was a test like 2 months ago. This is a big thing. Health is okay. You can walk, you can talk, you can see. Life is okay. Better, I think, in Mongolia, in actually nothing. Be like in this world. You can be happy, you don't have to believe you get rich. We're playing this called bingo. One day I go to Stockholm. I never was in Stockholm. I was in Germany, in Holland, in Poland, in Finland, but never was in Sweden. It's all my dream. If I go to Stockholm, I buy a hot dog in this country. I think it costs so many in Stockholm. That's all.
Yes.
No, if there is a success story like I believe Johanna has, that's made me feel good that I know why I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, if you can help even one person or two people, well, it's a success still.
Yeah. We found that the cold is not the biggest problem for the homeless in Estonia. More and more people become homeless by choice than by some inevitable situation. There are many people and initiatives that provide help, and most of them have not much trouble with surviving the winter. But not all are open to accept help, and especially this attitude leads to not many, but still regular tragedies. At this moment, alcohol is a bigger enemy to many homeless here in Estonia than negative degrees, and leads them to be stuck in a problematic situation. But is the situation really that problematic?
I maybe go fishing one day. This is not bad. I find a job. Not this week, but next week, I think.